What's up, Pixel Posse and we little pixels all? Thank you very much for joining me here at Two Gun Pixel, your gateway to legendary gaming. Now, today's video is going to fit snugly into two different playlists that I have. Obviously, the one here for Gaming Radar, which is where I give bullet point previews on games that I've read about, I've heard about, I've looked at, haven't played, but what I've looked at has caught my interest, and I like to do these videos to let you know what it was that caught the interest. And hear back from you all about this. Now, this game is a sci-fi genre game, so it's going to fit right nicely into our sci-fi playlist. If you enjoy sci-fi games, go check out that playlist. You're going to find tons of videos on previews like this, reviews on games I've already played, unboxings, playthroughs, monologues on the subject. Please go check out our playlist. We got tons of them because every day there's a different show on this channel. We do put out a minimum of one daily video as it is. So please, to keep on track of this, on top of this, if you want to be a true member of the Pixie Posse, then please just subscribe to the channel. It's free. But then don't forget to tickle that notify bell, because this way you'll be alerted of whenever our daily videos drop, which are usually noon Eastern Standard Time. Now, getting into today's video, as you saw from the thumbnail, so there's no reason to to build this up or anything, it is a game, a sci-fi game called Unstoppable. Now, this game is a card crafting, deck building, rogue-like game. That's a bit of a mouthful. But I'll tell you, the first thing about this sci-fi game was the whole crafting card thing. I kind of thought I knew what they meant by it, but it's not anything I see commonly. So during the course of the game, you don't start and keep a standard hand of cards. That I also found pretty interesting. No, you're going to be getting cards in your hand through actions during the course of the game. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. And looking into it further, I found out that there are sleeves. There are special sleeves, card sleeves, that come with this game. And that's what the crafting comes in, because the card sleeves have different images on front and back that will alter, build upon, craft your card. So it was a little similar to some concepts I had in my head already. But again, this is not anything you typically see. So upon learning that, it definitely held my interest. Now, during the course of the game, you're going to be upgrading your cards, crafting your cards, as I was talking about, right? Now, this is something I found very intriguing. As you're upgrading your cards, the better you make your cards, the harder, the more difficult, the more challenging and punishing your future is going to be. What you do now to improve yourself is most definitely going to work against you, in the sense that everything else is working against you twice as hard now. But this also succeeds in giving the players, I believe, from what I've read, a sense of leveling up in the game. Being an old RPG head and DM myself, I do enjoy when a game either literally does have a leveling up aspect to it, or some sort of improvement ability to it, such as this card crafting. When that happens, it does give me a sense of leveling up, and that makes me think that I am doing better. And even though there's a balance, and the better you do in these games, the tougher things get, we still need that hit. We still need to feel that accomplishment. So I'm glad this kind of works it into it. I'm also seeing a little bit on a con side, but also I've been seeing it a little bit like not considered a bit of a con. And I can understand both sides, but especially the latter. So what I'm talking about is there's some talk online about the end boss fights in this game are unbalanced. Some of them are going to be ultra easy walkthroughs, which you don't want for a boss fight. You want a little tension of possibly losing. But on the other hand, I'm also seeing talk about some of the bosses are going to be almost impossible, but impossible to stop. So there does seem to be some sort of balance between the end game, the end movement of the game when you're facing the end boss. I don't know how I feel about this. It seems to me that it's a little bit more natural that way, that you're going to have some that are going to be weaker than others. So I don't know if it just comes down to players that don't know how to handle this very well, or don't enjoy loss, or bad losers, or if they really have a point. But I wanted to bring that up to you so that you know that there is some little contention about the end of the game's boss fights either being way too easy or way too hard. I've seen some really beautiful illustrations, and you've been seeing them too as I've been putting the pictures up. The illustrations in this game are good. They're nice. They're evoking of the atmosphere and the theme of the game, I find. And also, on a non-personal note, I really didn't see anything written at all negative about the art. Now, I have seen that this game has been described as addictive, partly because of the risk-taking aspect, but also just the basic strategy of the game. How you're going to put a strategy together, what happens when that strategy falls apart. That this game is built well like that, and it adds to the immediate replayability of the game, that you want to hit the game again and again. This addictive feeling of just going over it and doing better and just doing it again. Whenever a game has that quality, when people and reviewers are talking about it anyway, whenever a game has that quality, how is that not one of the best things that the game producers want? They want you to want to play their game again. They want you to want to talk about their game and to show it off to people. So, if nothing else, that aspect alone is a success. But I think everything that I've read about this, that I've been telling you about, are all reasons to look more into the game. You know, I often say here on this show, at the end of this show, that, you know, don't listen to content creators, specifically people that are influencers. You don't want to be influenced at all. You want to be informed. And the best way to be informed, in this case, for board games, watch a playthrough. Go find some playthroughs of this or any game you happen to be interested in. And that's going to give you a more honest opinion of whether it's something you, your family, your friends are going to enjoy. Don't listen to disembodied voices or floating heads here on content creators. You don't know who's been bought or bribed to tell you one thing or the other. But you can trust how you feel about a game when you've watched it played. So, do you know Unstoppable? Have you played this game before? If you know anything about it, if you have feelings about this game, put it down in the comments. Let us know what you think of Unstoppable.